Hello, this is Abby.
Dear Abbey, this is gonna be a long one.
Oh boy.
Dear Abbey, how do you tell the difference between a new exciting crush and a rebound?
Does it matter?
Dear Abbey.
Dear Abbey.
Dear Abbey.
Welcome to our little corner of the internet. This is the Dear Abbey podcast. I hope you stay and hang out with us. See you in a sec. Okay, welcome back to our little corner of the internet. This is the Dear Abbey podcast. I'm Abby. I'm your host. I'm the one you ask questions to. I'm the one who answers the questions that you ask. I have no degree. I have never gone to college. I don't really have anything behind me to back up my advice other than trauma and a 200-hour yoga teacher training certification. So that's who we are. That's what I am. Welcome. If this is your first time listening, I'm happy to have you here. This is a very laid back, chill podcast. We don't really have much of a plan every week. I mean, we do. We have a couple different things, but the topics specifically change a lot. So we talk a lot about mental health, just overall wellness, and a couple other things on the weekly. But yeah, you can have this in the background. I've heard that I have a soothing voice. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I heard that when I was streaming. And I've just taken that as truth ever since. And so now I think everyone should listen to my podcast, even if it's to go to bed or to play in the background while they're working, because it gets my ratings up, my streams up, and helps you focus. I don't know why, but I get out of breath every time I start recording, and it's because I don't talk all day until I record. And then for some reason, it's like my lungs don't remember how to breathe and talk at the same time. And so you have this where I'm breathing heavy the entire time. Today we have another Dear Abby question that someone emailed in. You guys have to not email in, I guess, but called in. Something about my show is there's a segment where people leave voicemails, and the number will be in the description on YouTube, Apple, everywhere. And you just call that number. It goes to a voicemail. I pick up, I say, hey, leave a voicemail, and then you can leave it, and then you'll be featured on my show. And yeah, I don't say names or anything, so your secret's safe unless you say it yourself, because I don't edit them before I air them. That's about it. I mean, that's an introduction to our show. I hope you are having a beautiful Thursday, and I hope everything is just going great for you. If it's been a hard day, I'm sorry. If it's been a great day, hallelujah. And it's a bad, what do they say? It's a bad day, not a bad life. You know? Everyone who's upset is like, shut the F up. Shut up, Abby. You're so stupid. Okay, as far as life updates go, I'm going to New York in a couple of days with my mom and my sister. Chelsea has her live show that she's doing for her podcast, What We Said, and I'm going to support. And also, she is paying for my ticket. She is my sugar mama, and she's also paying for the hotel. But I'm paying for my food, so I'm the truest of the true when it comes to, that literally did not make any sense. I am the most little sister there possibly is. I do all of the classic annoying little sister things is what I'm saying. I mooch off my older sister. I'm rude to her. Well, she can be rude to me too. I make fun of everything she does. And I'm a little bit more pessimistic. And I keep her in her place. And, you know, what else are sisters for? Not for supporting. Anywho, I'm very excited about that. I've never been to New York. I really haven't traveled that much in my lifetime. I've been to Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, Washington, D.C., Nevada, Utah, Arizona. Oh, Nashville. I did go visit Chelsea in Nashville. And I think I did pay for my flights for that one. So, yayo. It'll be fun. My mom's coming. And we've never gone on a girls trip together. So I'm super excited to just hit the city. I've been doing a lot of art lately. Look, you guys, I'm going to be real with you. I need you to share this podcast with everyone you know, because I really want to buy an iPad. I want to be an iPad kid. So please, you can also Venmo me if you want. I don't know, but I just want to be an iPad kid. I want to draw on Procreate all day, every day. That's all I want to do. But I do like actually like physically painting. I do think that it's very calming to me, and I like drawing. I've been working on figures and, you know, how to draw the human anatomy and stuff like that. But it's so hard. And the hardest part is proportions for me, because everything is unproportional when I draw it. I have the face proportions like pretty decent, but when it comes to like different poses is sends a shiver down my spine. It is not pretty at all. It is horrifying. And they look like disgusting little creatures that I see when I have horrible nightmares. So also I sometimes when I draw pictures of like a face, I don't like to draw the eyes until the end, because there's something about when I draw the eyes, it freaks me out. Like I feel like I just created something and it's just staring back at me. I don't like that. And I'm not that good yet, so the eyes are horrifying. So I'm on my art journey. I'm drawing one of Rudy. Speaking of which, I miss him a lot, and I hope he's doing okay. And I hope he's just happy boy. I thought it would be fun to show you guys my 2023 vision board. I just barely finished it. I started it in January. I got pretty much done with it, but here it is. If you're not on YouTube, you're not going to be able to see it, but if you are, here's what it looks like. Oh, whoa. There's a section for all the different things that I want to focus on this year. The first one would be, this one is making friends and actually developing deeper connections with the people around me and the people that I love, and just new people, just being open to making new friends and stuff like that. I have one for like reading more of like the Bible and the scriptures and stuff like that, of the good word. I have a couple cute quotes on here. I'm not going to read all of them. I have a section here for deepening my connection with my boyfriend, kind of focusing on letting my walls down again and just continuing to heal from my divorce, to kind of let him in more and more. Sometimes I do feel guilty for being in a relationship when I still have so much to work on and to learn about myself in a relationship. It's probably the healthiest, most no BS relationship I've ever been in, which kind of is freaky because everything's just like, I don't know, you can't hide. I have a section for art, which I just barely went over, so I won't go over that again, but I just really want to focus on my drawing and painting, and eventually I'll get an iPad. And then I just have this hair color. Also, these are all from Pinterest, so if I'm sure none of these people are listening, but if you are and you see yourself, I'm sorry. It's probably really creepy to have someone have your picture up on their wall. But you did post it online, so of course I have a place where I have taken care of my body. I think my body is in the worst shape it's ever. Speaking of which, I feel like my back is about to snap in half. I have not worked out in a long time because of my ankle. I'm just now rehabbing it, and it's so uncomfortable, but I can do squats now, but it hurts my ankle like I'm seriously so bad, and it feels so uncomfortable. But I'm got to get back out into the gym. My body doesn't really change that much when I work out, other than maybe like I get a little bit bigger, like I just carry more weight, which I like because I look more toned, but I actually look bigger. Like I'm probably the skinniest I have been in a while right now, and I just like having a little extra layer on me. I've been taking cold showers in the morning, not the whole shower. I'll do a warm shower, and then at the end for like 30 seconds, I'll turn it on cold. And I literally feel like I'm going to die every single time. I feel like I'm going to get freaking, I don't even know. in the lower left, I have work, which is, a business I'm working on. And then also my podcast and also just my normal 9 to 5. And then I have some vibes. But really, the main mantra for this year will be go laugh in places you've cried, change the narrative. That's my favorite quote on there. I love having this vision board because I have it right behind my desk. So anytime I'm working or anything, it's always right there. I can always go back to it, look at the inspiration. But I also I don't want to copy anyone else. I want to do my own thing, especially with art. It's really hard to look at people's paintings, people's work, and not try to copy them because you like it. But I think I'm trying to learn my own style and what I want to create. So you guys should make one if you haven't already. Another quote on here is find out your love language and use it with yourself, which does take us to our next segment. This chat is going to be a good, juicy, sweet one. Wow, you can really see my flyaways once that light got changed. What I wanted to talk about today was I haven't read this book yet, but I listened to a podcast about self-compassion on the OCD Stories podcast. He posts once a week, usually on a Sunday, and they range from 30 minutes to an hour and a half to 2-hour podcast. He had a woman on. I don't remember her name. Shiz, I should remember her name. I'll have it in the description below. She wrote a book about self-compassion, and that's something that I am not good at right now. I feel like I've been good at it in the past, kind of, but I feel like recently I've noticed that I've just never been that kind to myself, and I don't let myself enjoy a lot of things because of probably perfectionism and my OCD and stuff like that. And I am just really trying to break out of that moving forward, especially this year, which is why I had that quote, find out your love language and use it with yourself. It's really hard to do when you have a mental health disorder like OCD or anxiety, but specifically for me, OCD has been way harder to have compassion with myself because it makes me feel like I'm a literal monster. I sometimes feel like I have to know 100% that I am a good person. I will never hurt anyone. I will never, I will never offend God. And if there's a chance that I will do it, then I don't deserve any kind of credit. I don't deserve any kind of adoration. I don't deserve any kind of joy. I don't deserve anything. And that's obviously not a very healthy mindset. Anyways, before I go too far, a part of the book, she says, okay, think back on your day today or on your past week or month. What things are you not doing or are you not letting yourself enjoy because of your OCD or, insert whatever, or ways that you're punishing yourself? That's my thought for this week is what ways am I still punishing myself? What ways am I still not letting myself enjoy something because I don't feel like I deserve it, because I have to prove that I'm a good person before I enjoy or have fun or let loose or let go? So what ways are you, even if you don't have OCD or whatever, this applies to every single person. What do you specifically not do or not let yourself enjoy because of something, some story that your head made up as to why you're undeserving of it or why it's irresponsible? That's a big one too. I feel like for me, I always feel like it's irresponsible to let go and have fun because I'm like, well, I'm not perfect and neither is anyone else. I sometimes find myself not ever listening to anything but I love jazz and lo-fi, but sometimes I think it's compulsive because I'm scared that if I listen to anything that anyone in the world has created, that makes me worldly. And that's my scrupulosity, perfectionism mindset coming in. But I am letting myself enjoy people's art that they created. Go into your room, shut the door, sit on your bed and think. Just ask yourself, what am I doing to punish myself right now? Make a list, write it down, write it in your notes, and just have it be a mental awareness and note to not do that anymore. So whatever you're doing to punish yourself, stop doing it. If it's, I don't think I should go out and, have fun with my friends because it's irresponsible or whatever, then you should go do it. Or I shouldn't be able to listen to this album because of A, B, and C, and I just have so much studying to do, or I have so much A, B, and C to do. Then do it. She gave an example of a girl that bought the worst type of toilet paper because that's what she felt like she deserved, and not because it was the cheapest, just because she wanted to punish herself. And I do think, I've heard people say, therapists and professionals say, that actually can be a compulsion or something to make yourself feel better, because sometimes I do have self-loathing compulsions or whatever because it makes me feel better to humble myself, is what I justify it as. But really, I don't think you have to be literally so mean to yourself, talk bad about yourself. Don't let yourself accept any help, love, support, praise, anything like that. Let that in. It is really hard to do this. It's a hard practice. It's also kind of uncomfortable to start to be kind to yourself or start to give yourself things and to love yourself. But it does help in any kind of recovery or just in life in general to enjoy it a little bit more. Another question she prompted was, I think, unless I'm literally making this up, but another question she prompted was, what are the things that that make you feel like you're undeserving of that, I don't know, night out or that trip or that vacation or the nice toilet paper or listening to that song that you like and dance to it? Why do you feel like you don't qualify? And then also see what comes up. Even when I ask you that now, the first thing that comes up, nope, not that. Nope, not even that. And even the next thing that comes up in your brain, nope, not even that disqualifies you. Nope, not even that. Nope, not that either. Just keep doing that for everything that comes up. And it's very uncomfortable to start practicing that, but it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel good yet. But I think that's a practice, and it takes a long time to really, your brain accepts, okay, we're being nice to ourselves now, so I'm going to send thoughts that are accordingly. And it can be kind of sad to recognize that you're kind of making yourself worse by being mean to yourself, because it feels better to be mean to yourself in a weird way. Make a plan, execute it, practice it for a couple of weeks, and see how it feels. Even if it's just one small thing. Even if it's make myself a nice breakfast every single morning because you enjoy that, but recently you haven't because you're like, well, I deserve to just eat a gross little granola bar and get my day started. Okay, let's go into the voicemail for today, and then we'll play a little game.
Dear Abby, I just
Oh,
got
I don't even have the
kitten
headphones
recently.
on. I'm such a fool.
Dear Abby, I just got a new kitten recently. I'm in love with
Cute.
her, and I just wanted to ask about if you've ever experienced pet anxiety or anxiety around being the owner of a pet. I had pets growing up, with my parents, but I guess it was a little bit different because I wasn't the one fully responsible for them. But I know you had a dog for a few years, and I have anxiety and OCD, and I've noticed the undertones of those kind of increase right when we got our kitten. We've had it for a couple weeks now, and I wasn't really expecting the onset of a little bit more anxiety, just in general about, are they happy? If I leave, are they going to think I'm abandoning them? All that kind of stuff. So yeah, I was just hoping you had some advice of how to kind of cope with that. Thank you so much. Love you. Bye.
Okay. Thank you for leaving a voicemail. Much appreciated. And I definitely have experienced that. I have been experienced that lately because of Rudy being gone, and I feel really guilty for rehoming him, even though he's with, people I believe that really will love him and take care of him better than I did. And so I definitely understand also the part where OCD kind of jumps in and anxiety. I think it's just because obviously you care about the cat and you want the cat to be happy, you want them to be taken care of, and that's just what you do care about. So, of course, that's where OCD and anxiety will jump in. So, I think for me, something I had to do to help with that is obviously to accept the uncertainty, which is a classic answer for OCD. But I think maybe ways to practice that is, and when those thoughts come up, maybe she feels abandoned, maybe the food isn't good enough or something. Obviously don't fight with those thoughts. Just be like, maybe, I don't know. It is possible. She could feel abandoned by you sometimes, and she probably does sometimes. Rudy probably feels abandoned by me right now when he's with other people, and it is probably my fault. So that's, I guess, in terms of like, I don't know, exposure work or whatever, that could be helpful. Yeah, I don't know. That sucks because I felt that when I had Rudy too. I would be petting him and then I'd be like, oh, what if, I'd have weird thoughts, but then I would be like, okay, what if I'm petting him too hard? Or what if all of these what ifs and weird scenarios that would come up in my head? Or sometimes I'd get mad at him and I was scared that like my anger would make me kick him or something or be mean to him. And so I would be extra, extra gentle and extra, extra careful with Rudy and super sweet with him. So definitely kind of watch out for ways that you're kind of overcompensating to try to get that certainty, to show like I am a good owner. I love my cat so much. Let your brain stress out about the uncertainty and just trust yourself to live based on the morals and values and do the best that you can with that cat. I was walking back from my boyfriend's apartment the other night and there was a cat outside and it was okay. I think it lived on like the second story of the apartment complex, but it was down by the street and it was like 11 p.m. I've seen cats outside of that apartment complex a bunch of times. People just kind of let them wander around, but I didn't want it to get run over and I didn't know where it lived. So we called like a couple places. No one came. And they basically were like, well, you kind of just have to leave it and just whatever. But anyways, we eventually ushered it back into the apartment complex because it was outside of the gates and it jumped into a balcony. So I think that's maybe where it lived. That was an interesting experience, but it probably took 30 minutes. And the cat was really cute and really sweet and it was playing with the leaf and it was the cutest thing I've ever seen. And I kind of want a cat. I think I would only get one cat. I don't think I'd get more than one, but they're really cute. So that's exciting that you have a cat. Maybe you're a great owner. Maybe you're not. Classic therapist thing to say. That's my therapist always says. It's so annoying. I'm like, I feel like this. He's like, well, maybe you are. I'm like, that's not what I want to hear. So I'm sorry. I can't give you any reassurance because I care about you. And if you have OCD, that's not helpful. That's all I got. I'm sorry. Okay. We are playing Would You Rather today by ourselves. And these better be insanely funny because the website is insanely fun Would You Rather questions. So I expect them to be I just said expect them to be. I expect them to be top-notch Would You Rather questions. Or I will have a speaking to with whoever wrote it and I will get pissed. Would you rather spend a year on Mars by yourself or party on a remote island with your friends? What? Why would I want to spend a year on Mars by myself? Talk about existential dread. Oh my gosh. Party on a remote island with my friends. What? That's so weird. Who would pick? If you pick Mars by yourself, you also are probably the type of people that like animals more than humans, which is messed up. But I get it, but also it's messed up. You got to rethink that. Would you rather speak to animals? Okay, speaking of which, would you rather speak to animals or speak 10 foreign languages? I would be scared to speak to animals because I don't want to hear the horror stories about things that they've seen. And also, what if they don't like me? I'd rather not know. So I'd rather speak 10 foreign languages. I'd like to think that me and animals all have a special connection, you know, where we're just two beautiful, wild, free souls running around this crazy world together. Would you rather lose your passport or smartphone? Passport, because I already lost that. Would you rather walk barefoot in a public restroom or get poisoned? That's triggering. That question is triggering. Would you rather walk barefoot in a public restroom or get poisoned? Oh, poisoned. I'd rather get poisoned. For sure. Freaking shoot that up in me. 100% poisoned. Would you rather... Ew. I'm just thinking. Ew. Walking barefoot in a public restroom. Would you rather be the hero that saved the girl or the villain that took over the world? The hero that saved the girl. Would you rather never play video games again or never use your favorite mobile app again? Oh, that's a hard one. I think never use your favorite mobile app again. Because I don't know, my favorite one, the most used is probably Instagram. And I think I would be okay never using that again. I mean, it would suck, but would you rather have to listen to only Justin Bieber or Ariana Grande for the rest of your life? Justin Bieber. Would you rather be an only child or have 10 siblings? Only child. Would you rather... No, actually 10 siblings. Would you rather eat out by yourself or eat at home with your family? I would rather eat out by myself. Sorry, family. Would you rather be prom king, queen, or valedictorian? Probably, because it'd make me feel better than everyone, valedictorian. I guess these are more serious ones. Would you rather have a nosy parent or strict parents? Aren't those the same? Nosy and strict? I feel like nosy parents and strict parents are kind of the same. I'd probably rather have nosy parents, I guess, maybe. Would you rather be popular but have fake friends or be unpopular and have real friends? Huh? Why would you want to be popular and have fake friends? How would you be popular then? Huh? Unpopular and have real friends. Would you rather sneak out of the house or miss a party that most popular person in school? What is this? These are for teens, huh? I'm skipping over these ones. This one's stupid AF. Would you rather smell like onions or garlic? Garlic, for sure. Actually, no. No, yeah, garlic. Onions just actually smell like BO. So maybe that's better because you would smell like... Would you rather become an adult overnight or stay a teenager forever? Okay. Would you rather be a detective or a pilot? Probably a detective. Definitely a detective, not probably. A pilot is horrifying. Detective would be also horrifying, but also fun. Would you rather fly a kite or swing on a swing? Huh? Swing on a swing. Oh, these ones are for kids. Would you rather go watch a movie or watch the sunset? Watch a movie. Would you rather cuddle under the stars or cuddle under a blanket? Would I rather cuddle under the stars or cuddle under a blanket? Under a blanket under the stars? That can't be together. Okay, under the blanket, I guess. Would you rather sing to your partner or play him a song on a musical instrument? Probably play a musical instrument. Would you rather cook dinner with your partner or have partner cook dinner for you? Or have your partner... Okay, I cannot speak. Have your partner cook dinner for you. Sometimes I think about how embarrassing it is that when I'm making a podcast, which is talking, like that's 100% that is the main part of podcasting. And I can't speak right. It's like I'm horrible at my job. That means I should quit because I'm bad at my job. Oh my gosh, it's like being scared of public speaking if you're like a public speaker. Or being bad at and like explaining stuff if you're a teacher. Oh, what have I done? Would you rather cook dinner with your partner or have... Oh, we already did that one. I don't think I answered it. I think I'd rather cook dinner for my partner. Would you rather... Oh, that is unless my partner is in the kitchen with me, then he is cooking because he is a pain to cook with. My boyfriend does not like how messy I am in the kitchen. And I get it, I guess. I mean, I don't, but I understand that that's the way he is. I will always make a mess when I'm cooking something, and I will not clean it up until after I eat my food. And that's how I enjoy my meal. It's a whole process. I don't need to clean as I go. And if that triggers you, then sorry that you're annoying and have to clean while you go. Would you rather go out for fine dining or order pizza and watch Netflix? Order pizza and watch Netflix. Well, I don't know. It depends, because sometimes it's kind of nice to get dressed up and go out, but also I love just eating some yummy food and watching Netflix on a comfy little couch and a comfy little blanket. Would you rather cheat or be cheated on? I'm triggered. Moving on. I definitely would rather be cheated on. Would you rather have someone tell you the brutal truth or have them lie to protect your feelings? Oh, okay, these are serious ones. Would you rather have someone tell you the brutal truth or have them lie to protect your feelings? Probably tell me the brutal truth. Would you rather all the chats on your phone leak or all the photos? Photos? Ooh, I don't know. Both of those are scary. Honestly, my chats maybe. My photos, I have some weird photos in there. But chats, like I have some bad angled selfies, which are just cringe. I don't ever want anyone to see those. No one would just think of me the same. But chats, I feel like mine are all really boring. It's all like, hey, Chelsea, what are you doing today? Or like, hey, Keaton, what's up? Love you. Yeah, I think I'd rather do chats. Would you rather be happy, wealthy, or healthy? Happy. Would you rather forgive or forget? Would you rather forgive or forget? Probably forgive, right? Because then you don't want to forget and then not forgive, because then it's like it never happened. Well, that actually might be nice, but then they might do it again. Okay, this is the last one. Would you rather have breakfast in bed or a midnight snack? Breakfast in bed. No, a midnight snack. I'm usually not that hungry in the morning. I kind of have to force feed myself for breakfast. So definitely a midnight snack. Like at midnight, I literally can eat an entire cake. And then I feel horrible and I can't sleep well, but I enjoyed it while I was eating it. Okay, well. Oh, I didn't change the color to pink. I'm so sorry. Okay, that's the episode for today. Thank you guys for listening so much. Thank you guys for listening so much. Thank you so much for listening. I will take classes on how to speak, and we will be back next week. Same time, same place. I hope you all have a rest. Okay. This is enough. I'm having... Okay. Have a good freaking rest of your stupid little days. Bye. I'm kidding. Goodbye.
Taking a ride to Jonathan 눈치 보면서 들어가야 할 때 찾아 나머진 바빠 개설레임 바꾸는 사람